What's up? Nicholas Cross back with you, and we're gearing up for the main event of the evening for the SWA Championship. It's Rob Killjoy defending his SWA title against the #1 contender and his arch rival, James Drake. And I can't wait to see these two young lions as they lock horns. And here we go, and it is right hand after right hand after right hand, fist of fury everywhere. You can guarantee that this one is going to be action from the beginning of the bell all the way to the end as Rob Killjoy continues to lay in the assault on James Drake, one right after the other. He whips him in now. James Drake with a reversal. Killjoy got him. He hooked him in a T-bone suplex right out of the gate, and Drake is escaping to ring B. Rob Killjoy, what's he going to do here? Looks like he's got something in mind as he springboards off with a drop kick to Drake from ring A to ring B. James Drake knows that he's in for a fight, but you can also guarantee that Rob Killjoy knows that he's in for a fight. What's beautiful about this is there's one thing that hangs in the balance. James Drake, wait a minute, chop! Oh, you could hear that thunder off the walls here in the arena as Rob Killjoy answers back, and oh my gosh, James Drake laying those chops in. They're exchanging chop after chop after chop after chop. As we were saying, one thing hangs in the balance, and that's the SWA Championship. That's what everybody's here for. That's why this is a capacity auditorium. That's why there's two rings for this particular evening. The SWA title, Rob Killjoy, James Drake, the culmination, did you hear that thunderous chop? The culmination of feud after feud after feud brings us to this moment, this boiling point, this night when everything will come to a head. And we will have a definitive, oh my God, James Drake continues to chop away at Rob Killjoy, and Killjoy is being beaten to a pulp. Drake now thrown, and I'm not sure what, but it looks like James Drake just got hit in the head with a hot dog. Rob Killjoy, sometimes known as the innovator of violence. I might want to call him the innovator of craziness. He hit James Drake in the head with a hot dog. Did you see that right hand? James Drake just came back with another one. Rights after rights after rights after rights. It's unbelievable. These two men are here to win. And it's not just to win, it's to destroy the other man. Both Drake and Killjoy have one thing in mind, and that is ultimate victory. That is the ultimate prize. That is gaining that SWA Championship and walking home saying, I destroyed my foe. And that's what both of these men are going to try to do. Killjoy now with Drake out in the audience. Both of these guys fighting for all that they're worth, but it looks like that James Drake may be done with it. He may be heading to the house. He's going for the door. But look closely behind. There's Rob Killjoy from the back, and he gives him a big forearm right in the back of the head. And Rob Killjoy says, you want the door? Here's the door, and he introduces it to him face first. James Drake out on the floor, Rob Killjoy standing tall, and you gotta know that he's enjoying this. We have seen month after month after month of the new wait a minute, what do we got here? They're fighting out in the audience. Once again, Rob Killjoy destroying James Drake. Looked like he bailed him on the concrete floor. As I was saying, we have seen month after month of the new enforcer destroying Rob Killjoy. No matter what Rob Killjoy does, the new enforcer, James Drake, is there to put an end to it. As he kicks him, that's a Yakuza kick right to the forehead. And Rob Killjoy may be out cold. And now James Drake has got something sick on his mind. He's telling the SWA universe to get out of the way. Who knows what's about to happen, but you can guarantee it's not going to be James Drake is going to powerbomb Rob Killjoy on those chairs. And Rob Killjoy was able to get out of that, and he kicks James Drake right in the back of the head. What's going to happen here? He goes over, springs off into a moonsault, wiping both men off. Both men now out on the floor. I don't know if I gave you a disclaimer. I don't know if I gave you a warning, but this is going to be a fight. These guys are here. Wait a minute. Rob Killjoy now signaling for those chairs. The audience, the SWA universe, still out of the way. Rob Killjoy picking Drake up by the hair. What's he going to do here? He's going to go for another T-bone suplex, but Drake's laying in some elbows. He's putting in some offense. He's getting out of it. Now he's going to clothesline the guy. No, Killjoy, T-bone suplex on the chairs. James Drake's out. All you've got to do is cover the man, and the match is over. Rob Killjoy, still the SWA champion. There's no way that James Drake will get up after this. A T-bone suplex, not just on the floor, but on a floor full of open chairs. James Drake is out cold. Rob Killjoy now making his way over to Drake, maybe to add a little bit more insult to injury, but there's no need in doing this, young man. You've kept your title. All you've got to do is cover it. Put his shoulders down somewhere. It's falls count anywhere. It doesn't matter where. Just pin the man. But Rob Killjoy says no. Oh my God, both feet in the sternum of James Drake. Rob Killjoy says, I've waited months for this moment. I've endured many battles. I've been cheated. I've been tossed. I've been jilted. I'm here tonight to fight, and that's what we're seeing Rob Killjoy, the biggest heart in professional wrestling, and he's here to fight, and you can see that he's fighting with all of his work, and he just elbowed right in another big chop to James Drake. Rob Killjoy is not here for games, he's here for bear. Off the ropes, Drake now ducks over, Killjoy launches, oh my God! Killjoy was backdropped from ring A to ring B. But what you may not have noticed is that his neck snapped on the top rope of ring B as he was coming down. All Drake has to do now is cover him. The match is over. No, it looks somehow Rob Killjoy is finding the determination to get to his feet, and James Drake just knocked it right out of him, and now he's going to choke it out of him. And the referee can't do anything. There's no disqualification. Falls count anywhere. No holds barred. Anything goes. James Drake now picking Rob Killjoy up by the hair. Slowly, methodically. But Killjoy's going to fight back. Big right hand to the midsection. Killjoy's got to get some offense going here. He ducks the clothesline. James Drake with a huge drop kick buttoned right on Rob Killjoy's chin. And I've got to be honest with you. You don't see a big guy like James Drake often doing drop kicks that land on the chin of his opponent. But that shows you the athleticism, and that shows you the courage of the new enforcer, James Drake. I'm talking about the new age enforcer. Let me correct myself. James Drake is one of the all-time greats. But what makes him even better is the fact that he enforces just how great he is. It's not about, oh, he just elbowed him. I thought he was going to go for a diving drop kick, but instead Rob Killjoy twisted in midair and brought down an elbow right to the temple of Drake. And now he's took off his wrist tape and he's choking the man. And once again, there's nothing the referee can do. Rob Killjoy can choke James Drake until the cows come home, and the referee can do nothing about it. Rob Killjoy and James Drake been trading this title back and forth for quite some time now. They've been locked in this bitter feud for quite a while. And who knows, he's going to go, nope, I thought he was going to plunge you over the top rope, but instead changed directions midair, came down with a drop kick through the middle rope. Unbelievable innovation by Rob Killjoy. And you know that James Drake is feeling the effects of this right now as Rob Killjoy has found some furniture. And he's going to start to decorate ring A. James Drake still down on the floor from the drop kick, showing little signs of life now as he starts to make it to one knee. Killjoy throwing another piece of furniture into ring A. Now he's going to go over and deliver some more offense, but Drake catches him in the midsection. Big clubbing blow right to the back. And that's what I was talking about, the new age enforcer, James Drake. He enforces the fact that he is an enforcer. He brings it, and he brings that assault at a level unlike we've seen in quite some time. And that's what we're seeing him do to Rob Killjoy. You'll notice Rob Killjoy gives 6 or 7 blows to James Drake's 1. It has the same effect. Wait a minute, Killjoy spins around, spine buster. Shades of Arn Anderson, and James Drake can just go for the pin. 1, 2, and we got a lucha. No! Rob Killjoy with the heart of a true champion. Got his shoulder up right at the last second. James Drake is looking at the referee. He's saying 3, 3, 3. No, Drake, that was a 2 count, my friend. And then he just kicks Killjoy in the chest, knocking him in between the 2 rings. Quite a unique position to be in for Rob Killjoy as James Drake maneuvers into ring A and pulls Killjoy in himself. What are we going to see Drake do here? Well, we're going to see him stomp the chest and then choke Rob Killjoy. I remember some years back when I was actively wrestling, James Drake had broke into the business. It had been over 10 years ago now. And I remember he was a young guy, and I remember seeing him, and I remember the crowd really loved him. But I'll tell you, it was a turning point when James Drake started caring less about what the crowd said. Oh my God, did you hear that thunder off of the walls? He stopped caring about the audience, about the SWA universe, and he started caring more about the gold, more about that European uppercut that just tore Rob Killjoy's head off, and then a swift kick to the forehead. And Drake off now, what's he going to do here? Yakuza kick again into the corner, and Rob Killjoy is out cold. The New Age enforcer now taking a chair, as if he needed to do anything else, and he launches it. Killjoy was able to get his hands up, but it looked like the rim of the chair smacked Killjoy right between the eyes. As if he needed the chair. As if anything else needed to happen. The New Age enforcer has just leveled the boom on the champion. He's beating him senseless. And now he looks like he's about to innovate some kind of crazy offense, and he just slams the rim of the chair into the midsection of the champion. Killjoy writhing in pain as James Drake sets the chair up on... Oh no, we've seen this before. We've seen James Drake do this before. We call it nothing more than the Drakeinator. As he ascends the ropes, it looks like he's going to give him some of them concrete boots right to the face, right onto that chair. And here he goes now, and oh my God, he connected. He connected. And it is elementary at this point, my dear Watson. All Drake has to do is get up and pull Rob Killjoy. Smartly, Rob Killjoy slides out of the ring, and I don't know if you noticed, but he fell between the two rings. Now, I've got to be honest with you. This may be the best thing to have ever happened to Rob Killjoy, as James Drake cannot fit there to get that pinfall, and it's going to give Rob Killjoy the breather that he is so badly needing. As you hear the SWA Universe chanting, "This is awesome." And ladies and gentlemen, there is no lie being told in that statement. Rob Killjoy thankfully getting a breath, but Drake is not going to let up on the assault. And you can see that Killjoy is still suffering some serious pain. What's Drake gonna do here? Picking Killjoy up. He's got him in a reverse chin lock with the knee driven deep into the spine of Rob Killjoy. And you can hear Killjoy screaming as the referee is asking him, "Do you give up?" And Drake said, "I don't care if he gives up. I'm not gonna beat him this way. I want to pin him in the middle of the ring." I'm not sure if I agree with the tactics of James Drake. Allowing Rob Killjoy to get to his feet may be a huge mistake. You don't want a wounded, fighting Rob Killjoy coming out of a corner. And there he goes. There goes a right hand to the midsection. Rob Killjoy with another one. Rob Killjoy with another one yet again. This time he throw... No, what happened there? I'm not sure what happened there. He didn't have the strength to throw, but he had the strength to kick James Drake right in the back of the head. And once again, James Drake with the presence of mind to get out of dodge. A veteran maneuver by James Drake. A veteran maneuver. And Rob Killjoy is going to give chase as he's elbow right in the chest. All he did was just slingshot himself over and gave James Drake an elbow, and there's a 2 count. No. James Drake got a shoulder up about a half a second away. And Rob Killjoy now bringing Drake back to his feet, and once again, this may be another mistake. What's Killjoy going to do here? He moved out of the way, and Drake just super kicked Killjoy right in the corner. There's nowhere for your body to go. There's nowhere for your head to go. You're standing in a corner, and you've got a man with concrete shoes, as he calls it, kicking you square in the face. There's nowhere to go from there except straight down. And now James Drake is going straight up. But somehow, Rob Killjoy is giving chase, laying forearms into the small of the back of the New Age enforcer. What are we going to see here? James Drake precariously teetering there on the second rope. Rob Killjoy laying forearms right across the cheek. Rob Killjoy now ascending the ropes on ring A. James Drake ascending the ropes on ring B. What are we going to see here? Both men precariously teetering in ring A and in ring B. And James Drake now hooking Killjoy, and he slams him from the top rope of ring A in the center of the mat in ring B, and all you've got to do is cover the man, and you're the new SWA champion. And here's the cover, and we've got a new champion, 2 and 3 and no! Rob Killjoy kicks out again. And once again, we talk about the heart. We talk about the will. We talk about the resiliency of one Rob Killjoy. He will continue to fight, and he will not give up. James Drake now with a big right hand. It knocked Rob Killjoy clean out of the ring. And Drake's going to give chase. And I may be honest, this is not a good move by James Drake. Rob Killjoy is dangerous outside of that ring. He's a little off kilter. You never know what he's going to do or what he's willing to do to maintain that SWA Championship. While Drake is one of the most dangerous competitors in all of the Southeast, Rob Killjoy is dangerous when it comes to that concrete floor. As we see Killjoy slide back in, and Drake is going to give chase because he just wants to beat him some more. James Drake looks like he's hooking him now. Are we going to see death to Smoothie? No. Rob Killjoy spins him around and gives him a forearm right to the face. Killjoy now off the ropes. Drake with a boot in the midsection. He goes up, death to Smoothie! Death to Smoothie! It's over! We got a new SWA champion! Cover the man! Pin him and it's over! Here goes the count. 1, 2, no! James Drake just gave Rob Killjoy his best, and Rob Killjoy kicked out at 2. And James Drake is beside himself. The New Age Enforcer don't know what to do. He kicked out of death to Smoothie. Where's James Drake going now? He's going into the ring. It looks like he's looking for some furniture himself. The difference is I think James Drake is setting up a living room out there. He's reorganizing things. He's cleaning house. Is that a vacuum cleaner and a kitchen sink? What is he doing? He's going to play Ring Around the Rosie. He's stacking chairs so that he can throw Rob Killjoy through them because he wants to beat the man senseless, because he wants to prove a point. It's not good enough that he's got 67 pounds on Rob Killjoy. It's not good enough that he's 3 inches taller. It's not good enough that he's got years of experience on Rob Killjoy. He's got to show everybody in the SWA universe that he's the better man. And he can't just do it by giving him one good move and pinning him in the center of the ring. He's got to reorganize chairs to where he can bring some serious violence down on Rob Killjoy. And he's going to do it in such a maleficent way that it's not even funny. He is a maligned man, and he's sick, and he's twisted, and I'm ashamed of James Drake. I'm ashamed that he would set up such a device of torture for the champion with a heart like that of Rob Killjoy. And here he goes as he gets ready to lower the boom on our champion. He's going to suplex him from the ring into those chairs. Rob Killjoy somehow fighting back. Somehow keeping the leverage and the balance off the side of James Drake. Somehow he kneed him in the face. What's Killjoy going to do here? Off the ropes, Drake kicks him right in the side of the head. And thank goodness that James Drake, the sick, twisted individual that he has become, was not able to bring Rob Killjoy down from that ring onto those chairs. That could end a man's career. But it doesn't matter to James Drake. If it's not on the floor, he'll do it in the ring. It doesn't have to go this far, Drake. You don't have to do this. You're too good to win like this. He's lifted the chair now. Oh my God, across the back of Rob Killjoy. It don't matter how much heart you have. Your body can only take so much abuse. James Drake now setting the plunder, setting the furniture right where he wants it, right where he can bring some more devastation Rob Killjoy's way. And what is he going to do here? Oh no, he's indicating that he's going to give Rob Killjoy the drill bit on the chair. No, Killjoy able to block it. Killjoy still able to manage to keep the momentum from swinging in Drake's favor as he elbows Drake right in the cheek. James Drake just chopped Killjoy in the chin. Follows him in now, and Killjoy with a knee. What's Killjoy going to do here? Oh my God! Drake set the trap and snared it all in the same day. All you gotta do is cover him, Killjoy. Crawl over, wheel yourself, muster some strength, crawl over and cover the guy. Cover him and keep your championship so that you can go home, so that you can fight another day. Your mother's here, damn it! Somehow Drake manages way into the other ring and once again escapes harm. Rob Killjoy now trying to figure out. The straps are coming down. We've seen this before. We've seen Rob Killjoy get a little off kilter as the straps come down and the furniture goes into ring B. Rob Killjoy now giving chase. Entering into ring B, and who knows what's going to happen here as he's going to bring some violence Drake's way. He's got that chair now. How about a little retribution? How about a little goose and gander action? How about a little pot, meat, kettle right across the forehead, and Drake is out. Cover him, Rob. Cover the man. Cover the man, Rob. He's over now. He's trying to spin James Drake over. Turn him, Rob. Turn him. Turn the man over. He's on top of him. 1, 2. Rob Killjoy. No! James Drake somehow mustered enough strength to get a shoulder up right at the last second. Rob Killjoy is now asking himself, what do I have to do? I just hit him in the head with a chair. Rob Killjoy now with a chair back in his hands. Turnabout is fair play, is all I know. And James Drake, you ought to be ashamed of yourself as you feel this, whatever Killjoy is going to do, right in the midsection. And he may have hit him in the mid-midsection. Rob Killjoy now coming down across the back with a steel chair. You could see that Rob Killjoy wasn't as strong as he was when he started the match. James Drake has assaulted him. He's beat him. He's violent. Wait a minute. Killjoy hits him again with a chair. Keep it up. Keep assaulting him. Beat the man until he can't move and then pin him. James Drake on his knees. Killjoy just spit in his face and the equalizer. And this is the reason why he's called the New Age Enforcer. Because he'll do whatever he has to do. And did you notice the referee can't do anything? James Drake just killed Rob Killjoy's chances with that low blow. And how sick does Drake have to be? He's got to chair himself again as he's entering into ring A. And what's he going to do? Don't do this! Oh my God, he just hit Rob Killjoy across the head, right down around the crown of the head, right around the back of the neck, and we've got a new SWA champion, and no, Killjoy got his shoulder up again! I've got to say this, I'm proud of my SWA champion. I'm proud of the fight, the will, the determination, the heart of a lion that our SWA champion, Rob Killjoy, displays each and every night. Both men slow, both men moving slow. And now James Drake going to smack Killjoy across the face as the audience, the SWA universe is starting to get into this thing. Drake, Killjoy, Drake. Killjoy with the Yakuza kick. Drake with the Yakuza kick. Killjoy. Drake. Killjoy. Drake. Killjoy and Drake in a German suplex around the back of his head. Killjoy somehow on his feet. Roaring Thunder! Roaring Thunder! James Drake hit the back of his head hard. Cover him. James Drake up with the right hand. Both men are fighting with all they have. European uppercut took Drake to the knee. Big forearm to the back of the head took him to the mat. All you've got to do is cover the man Killjoy. Put his shoulders to the mat and get the 3 count so that we can go to the house and keep that title. You deserve it. You fought so hard for this moment. Listen to the SWA universe. Killjoy now rolling Drake over. He's got an arm. 2. No! Unbelievable. This action is so intense, I don't even know where I'm at anymore. I've got microphones and headsets flying everywhere. I've got a sound technician handing me cords, telling me to plug something in. Who knows what's going on now? All I know is the SWA title's in the balance. Rob Killjoy, James Drake, and they are bringing their A game here tonight at Hallowed Ground. Rob Killjoy now looks like he's hooking him up for Stillborn, that modified cradle pile driver. But James Drake now picks him up. He's going to go for something sick here. Something sick. Wait a minute. Killjoy then reverses. Big forearm again to the back of the head. Killjoy off the ropes. James Drake spins him around. And there it is. Oh my God, it's over. Drill bit. James Drake just won himself a title. 1, 2, no! Killjoy got a shoulder up. I can't believe what I'm seeing this evening. Killjoy got a shoulder up after a drill bit. James Drake with a look of confusion on it. Oh no. Remember we were talking about those concrete shoes? Well, James Drake's about to introduce a concrete shoe right to Killjoy's face. All he wants to do is make the man suffer. Oh, Killjoy brought 2 knees up. And wait a minute. Killjoy with a drill bit on his arm. Killjoy covering Drake. 1, 2, we got a no. James Drake got a shoulder up right in the nick of time. I'm sweating profusely. The referee's sweating profusely. Rob Killjoy and James Drake are welted from the top of their head to the soles of their feet. Killjoy's calling for it now. He's going for the stillborn. We had technical difficulties there for a moment, but we're back, and James Drake and Killjoy are continuing to assault one another. Don't forget those chairs are out there. James Drake is dangerously teetering right there. Oh no, here we go again. He's gonna suplex him right over. Nope, Killjoy blocked it again. Big forearms, trading forearms, back and forth forearms, forearms to the face. Oh my God. James Drake just clotheslined Killjoy, but Killjoy didn't go anywhere. Killjoy then slaps Drake across the back, and James Drake just tore his head off. All you gotta do, wait a minute, James Drake looks to be out on his feet. Rob Killjoy knees him right in the chin. What's gonna happen here? Oh no! Oh my God! Rob Killjoy just powerbombed James Drake from the apron to the floor onto chairs. I see James Drake's face is bloody. I see the back of his head bleeding. I see that Rob Killjoy has a crimson mask. And I see that James Drake is dead. All he's got to do is cover the man. It's over. There's no more to talk about. Rob Killjoy maintains the SWA Championship. And I've got to give it to James Drake. He fought hard. You got to give the devil his due. He showed great courage. But this is Rob Killjoy's night, as he bested James Drake. Powerbomb to the floor through chairs. The French army marches along as Rob Killjoy rolls himself over, hooks a leg, and he's going to keep the title. James Drake kicks out. Can you believe it? And it had to be just instinct. It had to be sheer courage. Nothing more left in James Drake. Rob Killjoy now getting some more furniture. He's going to seek more retribution. We've seen Drake stoop to some of the most vile levels over the past several weeks to inflict pain on Rob Killjoy, and Rob Killjoy knows that. He's got the chair. Oh my God, concrete shoes! It's over! Out of nowhere, James Drake with an explosion of offense. He nailed concrete shoes into the chair, into Rob Killjoy's face. 2 new chair. No! Can you believe this? Can you honestly believe this? Can you believe what we're seeing? Oh, he just hit him in the back with a chair. This is reminiscent of several weeks ago. Chairs were filled in the ring. Drake was boasting chairs, and Drake beat Killjoy. What's he gonna do here? James Drake is feeling evil as he ascends that top rope, getting ready for that moonsault. And Rob Killjoy has a chair on top of him. The match is over. There's no coming back from this. New champion. No! Rob Killjoy got his shoulder up. James Drake, now stop it! He's beating the man to death with the edge of the chair, right into the chest, right into the sternum. There's no need in that. Another chair shot right across the back, right across the lower back, now into the legs. Somebody stop him. Referee, take the chair away from him. Enough is enough. Ring the bell. Don't you do this, James Drake. Oh my God, right to the sternum again. And again. Stop the match. Ring the bell. He's had enough. My God. This is a man's career, Drake. What are you thinking? You've already got the title. All you got to do is pin him. Just pin the man. Please, for the love of God, pin the man, James Drake. Put the damn chair down and pin the man. Don't do this. No, God. And James Drake just threw the damn towel right at Rob Killjoy's mother. This is sickening. Wait a minute. He's put Killjoy's head underneath the chair. Killjoy's got... Don't do this, Drake. He's got the other chair in his hand. He's going to bring the concerto down across Killjoy's face. Don't do this. No! Rob Killjoy is finished. Rob Killjoy is finished. James Drake talking smack to the man's mother. Grow some cajoles. You see her making her way to the ring. She's pleading with Drake to stop. She's begging him. Not another concerto. Make it stop, Drake. Just pin the man. Don't do this again. No! Have mercy. At some point, there's a mercy rule. James Drake spitting filth at Rob Killjoy rather. Now, wait a minute, she just threw in a towel. Rob Killjoy's mother said that's enough and threw in that towel that Drake threw at her. Wait a minute, what have we seen here? According to precedents, if I'm correct, the rules state that family or immediate associates can, upon their decision, throw in a towel to create the submission-esque type situation for a wrestler. And if I'm not wrong, that's what she just did. And damn it, I can't blame her. And how sickening is this? As you hear the announcer and new SWA champion. And it came to this. And for why did it come to this? Just so that James Drake could say he did. Just so that he could beat Rob Killjoy within an inch of his life. And Rob Killjoy's on his way to a hospital. And James Drake, I hope that you're proud of yourself. Look at what you've done. The new age enforcer. You're not an enforcer. What you are is a coward. You have to beat people with means that are other than your skill set. You had to use a chair, and you used it repeatedly, and you ought to be ashamed of yourself. And I'm ashamed of you, and I'm ashamed to have called this damn match. I hope you're proud standing on hallowed ground. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Nicholas Cross for SWA Hallowed Ground, and we got a new champion.